This is News Channel 11 at 5 o'clock. I'm Josh Smith.
And I'm Sarah Diamond. The Tennessee Bureau of Investigation says the man who shot at Bristol, Tennessee police officers and others may have been motivated by recent incidents of officer-involved shootings.
Now, that stunning announcement today from investigators who also identified the shooting suspect as 37-year-old Lakeen Scott. The shooting yesterday killed one woman, a Bristol Herald-Courier delivery woman, and also injured four others, including the alleged gunman.
TBI released the names of the victims today, including Jennifer Rooney, who was killed driving in her vehicle. Victims who were injured include Deborah Watts, David Whitman Davis, and Officer Matthew Cousins.
News Channel 11's Allie Hines joins us now with the latest on information released today by the TBI.
Josh, Sarah, investigators say Scott was armed with at least two weapons, an automatic style rifle, a pistol, and a large amount of ammunition. TBI says Thursday morning around 2:20, he fired shots through the window of the Days Inn on Volunteer Parkway, striking the clerk. According to investigators, Scott at some point fired several vehicles on Volunteer Parkway. When Bristol, Tennessee police officers confronted him, TBI says Scott fired at the three responding officers. The officer shot back, hitting Scott. He is now at Bristol Regional Medical Center in serious condition. TBI says as of now, the investigation shows that, quote, Scott may have targeted individuals and officers after being troubled by recent incidents involving African Americans and law enforcement officers in other parts of the country, end quote. Today, for the first time, investigators got to speak with Scott. They are still working to try and develop a full understanding of his motive in all of this. TBI says there is no public safety threat and they believe the alleged shooter acted alone.
And TBI says anyone with specific information about this incident or about Lakeen Scott can contact the Tennessee Bureau of Investigation. That's 1-800-TBI-FIND.
We're learning more about the victims in the shooting yesterday. As we were able to report fairly early in the day yesterday, Jennifer Rooney died after being shot while delivering newspapers. She was 44 years old. Three others were hurt as well, including police officer Matthew Cousins. Today, the TBI said Officer Cousins sustained a leg injury during an exchange of gunfire with Scott. He has since been released from the hospital. Also, we've learned Deborah Watts is in serious but stable condition at the Bristol Regional Medical Center. I believe she was an employee there at the Days Inn Motel when the shooting happened. And also another individual, David White. He was identified today as a victim of gunfire. It was actually flying glass that caused his injuries, fairly minor injuries.
That's true. And tonight, those who live in Bristol are still shaken up about what happened. Elizabeth Kubel spoke with some people today who still can't believe this happened in their town.
It's been a pretty gloomy day today here in Bristol, and that seems to be an accurate representation of the attitude that most of the residents here have. Now, I talked to locals today who say that they were shocked something like this would happen in what they call a quaint and quiet town, like Bristol, they say. And they also say that this is something they would expect to see more of in larger cities, and they're saddened and shaken by the gun violence in their hometown.
I have kids, and one is getting ready to get his learner's permit in driving, and that was one of the first things I thought of, besides right here, you know, down the street from us. What if he was out driving, you know, practicing driving? It's really scary. It was a shock.
Now, I also want to let you guys know about a donation account that was set up at New People's Bank for the Rooney family. You can go ahead and make donations to any branch of the New People's Bank. And if you're also interested in mailing donations, you can go ahead and email them to mail them to 101 Linden Square Drive in Bristol, Virginia. Again, those are donations for the Rooney family. For now, live in Bristol, Elizabeth Kubel, News Channel 11 in your corner.
We saw what appears to be a makeshift memorial there, right in the median, as many in Bristol are grieving tonight. We're still working to learn the latest about any funeral arrangements that have been made for Jennifer Rooney, again, an employee of the Bristol Herald-Courier. As soon as we do learn that, we'll be sure to pass it along.